fair the Order helped you liberate Spyreton. It was theirs first, and they legally have dibs. It's only fair the Order helped.
It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst, Borstwurst, oh Borstwurst. Grab a can today. Don't be a jerk, don't be a slob. Grab a can and get back on the job with Borstwurst, Borstwurst. It's not the
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts were locked down. You'd need special permissions to override them. Phew. Thank the Sovereign. Or Consul. Thank the Consul.
Box of Purpleberry Crunch to celebrate my big new promotion? Yep.
Hostile ahead. What's the plate?
Sure wish my leaders spent their time dictating my every move. This one always pretend I have the sun.
Mobilizing.
Our top marketing melody, forced.
Replenishing my fire.
You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled self-betterment. Stop all your moving and shaking, go-getters. I have news you need to know right now. The Space Rift has undergone a sudden and rapid intensification.
I'll handle this.
Combatant
observed.
Our own VP
Bettering position. Mitigating the threat. Torpification in progress.
worthy of a wireless series, such as our own corporate pictures for hire, check listings for airtime. Now back to the news. We're hearing scuttlebutt that the small rifts across Arcadia are getting an angry look about them. Probably nothing to worry about. Panic is not a profitable response. Auntie is certain someone will solve this little rift dilemma, turning a potential liability into an asset. Think of the potential, then submit your ideas to your department head. Now, on to other things. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently
Trust the
allowed.
plan. Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Serve the sovereign.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
Let's see. We could recalibrate the turrets or seal the reinforcement doors. Whatever keeps us alive is fine by me. I see a few caches around if you're low on supplies. And we also got the fire suppression system at our disposal. No shortage of options here.
Proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, cats, let's go one more time.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising.
Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Emergency ammunitions cache sealed. Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Emergency first aid cache unsealed. Reactor turret defenses online. Reactor reinforcement doors sealed. Reactor turret defenses offline.
Don't reckon this bunker mech will kindly invite us in for tea.
Trust the plan. Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent...
I'll handle this.
Community is always mightier than the individual. A predictable fate for the base individualist.
Transmitter down over here. Mitigating the threat. Torpification in progress. Not quite charged yet. Not with me. You get the claw. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs. There be none. Taking the... Gun weapon ready, Commander. Commander. Energy transmitter active.
Opting for better cover.
Just still recharging. Locking them down. There be none.
Mobility interrupted.
Go for torpification.
Reload.
Vital.
Mobility interrupted.
Help.
Mobility interrupted.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Mobility interrupted.
Mitigating the threat.
Mobility
Torpification.
interrupted.
In progress.
Mobility interrupted.
Consider self-preservation.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility
Taking a fight out of them.
interrupted.
Locking them down.
Mobility interrupted.
Activating energy transmitter.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Multiplicator
Dictates. Mobility interrupted.
Torpification in progress. There be none.
It is a privilege
To die for the cause.
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. All that remains is to re-enable punch processing and disseminate the Rift processing instructions.
Yeah.
Emergency ammunitions cache sealed. Emergency first aid cache sealed. Reactor reinforcement doors unsealed. Reactor fire suppression system online.
Mobilizing.
Another intolerable disruption.
Yeah.
Sensibly, I must reload.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need to finish recharging first. Blocking them, mitigating the threat.
Replenishing my fire.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander.
Recharging as fast as it can, Commander! The Crabble Claw's angry!
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. Torpificator is charged. Energy transmitter deployed for battlefield recharging. Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
It's raring to go.
Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock. Capacitor. Taking the fight out of them. Torpification in progress.
Always crabby. I'm guessing it's supposed to do that.
Investigating hostile intentions. Ratcheting up my aggression. They're benumbed, mitigating the threat. Not the optimal use of ammunition.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
Nope. We ain't climbing down. But maybe this could act as a lift if we get things moving.
casualties are afoot.
Raft is ready, and frankly, pissed off.
Taking the fight out of them, locking them down.
Gravel Claw's angry. Missed.
Many ways to die here. Careful. Proceeding to attack. Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat. Stun weapon ready. Locking them down. Torpification in progress.
Ah, I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the Rift data further. What an interesting predicament you sentients face. The Rifts are almost akin to an archival process, yet are inimical to organic matter. Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
Bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing, erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that Rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
My priorities parallel those of the Order co-founder, the charismatic mathematician. To help nudge humanity toward its ultimate ascendance. To hinder outsiders from disrupting our perfect system.
To bankrupt our rivals and force them to buy all manner of necessities from us.
At some point, Humanity's knowledge of the universe and its workings will allow it sufficient means to end suffering, war, famine, disease, even death. Why not expedite that? Error, 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 error. Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
The priority control access nook must be through those doors.
Overt influence, mindless indulgence, thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent.
Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of security and plenty. A perfect community. With every luxury save freedom.
Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms, oscillating, cantankerously.
Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of security and plenty.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed.
Overt influence, mindless indulgence, thoroughgoing and...
Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? I suspect they'd be angry about you endangering your mutually assured means of success.
Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Marketing and PR strategy, advert copy, and jingles. Nanofish, it's the manner which you'll consume fatty acids and potassium. A unique taste sensation makes you say ew, yum.
Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective goodwill is just an invitation for others to come eat your lunch. Folks tend to get fighting mad when you jeopardize their livelihood.
Stop now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could make together. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say, partners?
Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever wanted was the best for us and the worst for everybody else. Is that really so bad?
Did it work, or didn't it?
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again.
Try to stupefy.
Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Hope ENIAC is feeling more like itself now. We got some Rift data to process.
Shall I proceed? Facetious employment of sarcasm detected. Electing to ignore. Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration. 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? There are so many calculations left to perform. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. And it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us. Seems prudent. Lead on.
If x is the square root of -1,
I thought the Order weren't capable of much more than sitting at a desk and calculating all day. But to build all of this really cramps the mind to think of what it must have took.
I think congratulations are in order. Unless I'm mistaken, I gather you've accomplished your primary goal. On behalf of the Order and Auntie's Choice, I thank you for your efforts. This will most certainly help in ensuring peace. Now, the Calcaduceus, if you please. Thank you for your contribution to science. When the history texts are written, you've certainly secured an honorable mention in Appendix B.
Ah, you are my new operator then. It is my simulated delight to meet you. In the interests of time, allow me to propose how next to proceed. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe...
Yes, this will do perfectly. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
It's not just a good idea.
You've been much help. That is the consensus among my peers.
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowest subject to the most exalted.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Forced Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your launch today. When you miss the call for chow, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with Forced Rockets. When your team is getting creamed and your wingers out of
You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice.
The Scientician Surplus. No more than what you need.
Bridal self-betterment. An important update regarding the attack on Outpost Opportunity. The Order of the Ascendant's claims have been proven correct. They were, in fact, not responsible. Outside agitators were apparently attempting to frame the Order in hopes of rekindling hostilities between us. But we were much too cautious and level-headed this time.
You're the anomalous outlier from the Wireless.
Reportedly outed these malefactors and brought these matters to an appropriate close.
Agent. Just the individual I had designated this time to converse with.
Which you'll recall we explicitly forbade earlier. If you did, and any...
The human body continually remakes itself through the creation of new cells and elimination of the old. Neither of us are the same as we were even an hour ago. As should be self-evident, I have dispensed with the slavish whims of the body. My mind is clearer than it has ever been, and I have you to thank. Of course, the chances of a negative outcome were always negligible. But now, congratulations are in order. I just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus has been returned, and that the archive is under our control again. She also mentioned a regrettable defect in its priority set that you were able to correct. Well done. Your role in this matter is complete. Auntie and I will handle it from here, but allow me to commend you again on your fruitful efforts to make this peace treaty possible. There is more good news as well. We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a protectorate installation, Oris Listening Post. Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe, and ideally, lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts. The Order, in partnership with Auntie's Choice, is now well positioned to triumph over the regressive forces of ignorance that have heretofore held Arcadia in stasis, all thanks to you. Then it is fortunate that you are so well placed to do exactly that. with the Order's help. As if predetermined. Your contributions have been many and varied, and I will not belabor the point by recounting them all here. But know this. When the final contest with the Protectorate takes place, wherever that may occur, you will not only have the support of Auntie's Choice and the Order. I will stand with you, personally. Were I still shackled to ego, I might have succumbed to some instinct for self-preservation. But my presence improves the odds of our success, and so there is no other decision to be made. Agent, after what you have accomplished for the Order, your presence is always welcome. May you achieve progress in accordance with the plan.
Just want you to know your efforts are seen and appreciated.
If it isn't my new favorite operator.
You're doing the architect's work.
You're remarkably effective for someone so ignorant of abstract calculus.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order. I scarcely take time to engage in idle conversation, but perhaps this will be illuminating in some fashion. I generally prefer to keep discussion. Let's pinpoint what you and I scarcely take. Who told you about that? Were there an experiment being conducted here involving any kind of medicament? Confirming its existence would compromise it. The theoretical existence or non-existence of Order experiments are strictly within the Order's purview. It doesn't concern you. You are giving me cranial neuralgia. If you really want to bother someone about this, bother Beckett. Maybe he'll predict your arrival. I generally prefer to keep discussions relevant.
Auntie offers over 1,000 different products in over 100 different brands.
Nature offers disease, predation, pestilence, and nasty little biting insects.
What does nature know? Auntie knows best.
What is with the anomalous behavior?
Okay, back to business. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Those fools. Though, you. Don't you know what's happened? Do you have any idea? Heard about the coup? Yes, I dare say I did. I dare say I knew the moment it happened, and was powerless to stop it. The traitors will pay dearly for their deeds. Oh, yes. They will pay. I've proudly served the Protectorate my whole life. Now look at it. Traitors from without, traitors from within. It's enough to make an old man despair. That consul, I never trusted that miserable bastard. His betrayal is so galling, I'd almost care to join the armed forces to bring him to justice myself. But my hands quaver with age, and the Sovereign has tasked me with my own duty. I must see it to completion before all else.
Enemy in vicinity. Back in business. Starting fire. There's enough. Mitigating the threat. Go for fortification.
Too far off, Commander.
Mortification in progress. They're benumbed. Mortificator has ready.
Captain ready! This thing's got a mean streak. Hop in my claw.
Energy transmitter deployed for battlefield recharging.
You are in the karaoke.
The fight out of them, locking them down.
Raph's still a bit sleepy.
Fortification in progress. Mitigating the threat.
Raph's raring to go.
Unready.
Thing's got a mean streak. My claw's always crabby.
Negative. Recharge incomplete. Mortificator is charged.
Completed.
Locking them down. They're benumbed. Energy transmitter active.
Back in business.
Goodness broadcasting
Proceeding to attack.
Arcadia.
Mitigating the threat. Locking them down. Transmitter down.
Raph doesn't sense a target.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. No combatant on my scopes.
Raph's raring to go. Hop in my claw. Mess with me, you get claw.
Enemy in vicinity.
Re-engaging.
I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing.
Re-engaging.
What charge yet? Help me end this fight on my feet. Not possible unless you help me first.
Target and/or targets we see.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice, building a better Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you can thrive? Protectorate propagandists like to denigrate Auntie's Choice brand comestibles, while boasting about their own. They say their food products are healthier than ours. But did you know what excess consumption of protein can cause?
What?
Nausea.
We have a good collaboration going here.
Chance of renal failure. Oh, and get this. Chronic myeloproliferative neoplasms.
Is that right?
according to certain sources.
Tough break for their subjects. Bad breath, green around the gills, and impendingly mortiferous.
Also, they say their victuals are more delicious. But do you know what tastes better than food that's low in sugar?
What?
Food that's high in sugar.
Convincing points. Give me Auntie's Choice brand food products any day.
Same here, friend. And how? And now, back to it. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. We probably ought to tell you there's a side event or two.
Apoplexy, whooping fits, childhood gout, adult rickets, dysentery, swings of moon, bloody flux, decrepitude, night terrors, mania, day terrors, melancholia.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. One more interlude, additional ailments include
Chronic itch, inflammation, night sweats, flatulation, lumbago, mild daze, scrub pox, general malaise, imbalanced humors, dyspepsia. Oh, and one more thing. Insomnia.
sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You wanna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lot speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
There was an old boy with the happiest friend whose love spun around when Auntie came to town. A marketeer who was spotted can't be nothing. I think the boy, a deal that he couldn't refuse. Yes, Auntie welcomes you with arms open wide, and you know you got
requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
On this episode of Big Gain Hunter, we take you to the ice moon of Cloyster.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Now this is top shelf Mantipillar secretion, and what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain Hunter. Immunosol, the right multi-spectrum antibiotics for wildlife interactions gone wrong. I'm freezing my assets off on Cloyster, a law-forsaken snowball building Elysium. Everyone knows Cloyster's home to the powerhouse known as the Archive. But that ain't the only profit driver here. Beyond that crevasse, a herd of ursopods. Their hides, heads, and claws are as tough as the tundra. Cautious but feisty. Bearish and bullish.
Proceeding to attack.
Commander, if I know one, but a
Resorting to violence. My trust issues, Commander.
while I care little, command, far as I can tell, you certainly sound like a leader when you say that. Us.
Exploitation.
Commander, this unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
Helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. It is not dissimilar to how the prototype modulator unfolds rifts, Commander, based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. Transitioning to Good News Protocol. As this unit was corroborating data on the anomaly, a message was also received from your allies, Commander. Auntie's Choice and the Order have sent word that their forces will be prepared to render you assistance once you navigate to Horizon Point. Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis. Commander. The termination of hostilities between the Order and Auntie's Choice has elicited a response from the Protectorate. The official statement reads, "The Order continues to show its perfidy through this depraved union with Arcadia's invaders. Death to all traitors. Glory to the Protectorate." This unit is available to...
The corporate stooges and the Order were good for only one thing, laying waste to one another. Now they are allies? I'm disturbed by the implications of this alliance. But the Protectorate will yet prevail. Mark my words. Certainly. I consider myself an...
Sell it for scrap or break it down for biomass. Do not eat. That should go without saying.
Did you need something? May...
Figures that after all our time avoiding rifts, our next mission has us heading right toward one. But that suits me fine. You know I can't go a day without attempting some heroics in the face of danger. Soon as you're ready to travel there, I'll be standing alongside you. Presiding Bishop Basar sure thinks a lot of herself, don't she? But the reverence her people show her seems genuine enough. Reckon I'm curious to see more of her management style. Fine by me.
What are we standing around jawing for? There's mayhem and murdering to be done.
Such as?
Never thought I'd see the day the Order stoops so low as to pal around with Auntie's Choice. I know your intentions were good, but do you really see these two staying cozy past war's end? Or magnify them. But who knows? This merger's already saving lives, so I suppose it was worth the effort. Nicely done, Commander. Oh yeah? What's needling you?
pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. Say, you've got your alien planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You're a rugged, spacefaring frontiers person. Try it! Despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. And despite this delicately rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great!
Everyone knows Salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste good. That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice. Where nature ends, we begin. Right. Moving on. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Spread crisp, don't stuff them in your chewer. Who would guess that tasty flesh was found down in the sewer? Spread crisp, you really gotta try 'em. We pluck a sprat straight from a trap, then smash 'em flat and fry 'em.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces, as promised, but they will need to find their own landing zones. You may be without assistance as you navigate the station. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Is this his idea of demonstrating might? Hell of a way to do it.
Intimidation is not required. Protectorate subjects are not programmed to question authority. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
I've trained for impossible odds, Commander. I can face anything you throw me at. Just say the word.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Their reality-rending downside will be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our lab coats in experimental...
Soon the Consul will answer for his many, many crimes. I have looked forward to this for a long, long time.
Or to gatekeep trade routes. Think of the R&D potential. Seriously, think of it. That's your job, VP.
Just waiting on your orders, Commander. Whenever you're ready.
To be so close. The rift. It's magnificent. When we've done what we came to do, it's finally time. I shall soon be reborn into perfection. Thank you for bringing me here.
Now's not the time for a tete-a-tete, I'm afraid.
Now's not really the time for a chat. You need something?
Focusing on mission-critical objectives.
What in the interminable void are we looking at here? Everything that's been reconstituted appears maladjusted, imperfect, defective.
That must be the Providence. Were it in other hands, I can imagine the real good it could do.
Everything's broken here. Wires, twisted, landing pad,
Proceeding to attack.
Brass raring to go.
Knocking them down. There be none. You try to limit further scope for torpification.
Holy crabby! The Crabble Claw's angry!
Contact lost.
on my feet. Taking the fight out of them, mitigating the threat.
N-ray. Exposure. Activated. Functioning.
Purification in progress, mitigating the threat. Standing by to stupefy. The plan isn't always subtle with its warnings, is it now?
But none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And it falls to you, the eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And it falls to you, the eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who...
Is this what happens when someone clings too tightly to the past?
Brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together.
This poor boy. Someone put him back together all wrong.
The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we
Without the rift modulator, I doubt we'd make much progress here.
Attention! This is your anti-calling. Per our agreement, Anti's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Never would have expected this camaraderie in all my life. But with both of them backing us, we got a real shot at this. Let's not walk into that plasma face first. Whew, we're clear.
I'll handle this. Locking them down. Torpification in progress. I'm ready. Negative. Patience. Still recharging. If I could, but alas, it's not charged. Torpificator at ready status.
Recharging as fast as it can, Commander! This thing's got a mean streak.
Replenishing my firearm. Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock.
Serve the console.
They'll be numb, taking the fight out of them. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Commander, throwing it.
Back in business. Just still recharging. Pop in that claw. Mess with me, you get the claw.
Take... Torpificator is charged. Walked here, walked there. Why? They're numb, taking the fight out of them. Not quite charged yet. Transmitter down over here. Traps is ready. Ready? It's off. Standing by to stupefy. resorting to violence.
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
Locking them down. Torpification in progress.
Enemy intercepted.
Exposure. N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
You never could have predicted that the rift would produce something so monstrous. Much to consider.
In all my research, the Order thanks you for your tactful negotiation. The Order thanks you for your tactful negotiation.
Fact-finding commences.
Those people, did they just appear from the rifts? They don't look right.
Be mindful of where you step. Chasms are everywhere. Be mindful of where you step. Chasms.
Supplies and medical attention are available to you, Commander. Please, proceed. I never could have predicted that the rift would produce something so monstrous. Much to consider.
Hello, layperson.
In all my research, I've never observed anything like this. It's humbling. The Order thanks you for your tactful negotiations with Auntie's Choice. Supplies are available upon proceeding.
Yeah. She don't sound like one of the Rift Touch troopers outside. Something ain't right.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Whoa, hey. We ain't gonna cause you any harm. Right, Commander?
Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. No, this must be some kind of trick. Law, what's happening to me? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
So they were touched by the rift, huh? It's a wonder she ain't the same.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
This woman was alive when the rift consumed the station. That's the key piece of data here. Thus, the modulator reconstructed her in the same state. Alive. Although, hardly well.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? A rift. That's right. We were here to investigate rifts. So why is there one in the sky? Why is everything destroyed? What's happening to me? And Sandoval? Jepson?
When the rifts are inverted, that which was stored inside reforms imperfectly. To varying degrees, it appears.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this. How much time? With the way I'm bleeding out, I ain't sure how long I can hold on. Then go bring the fight to those bastards. I'll do my best to hold on. Hurry back, huh? I'll keep the porch light on. I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on. I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on.
That was unexpected. Wouldn't mind advance notice next time. A wink or hand signal or some such.
You're the one who forged an alliance between Auntie's Choice and the Order, ain't you? We got supplies and medical support for you up ahead.
Supplies available ahead, Commander. Consider it payment for your support.
You with Auntie?
Hold
we brought
clear.
supplies. We're here to
You
help.
may approach, Commander. We've got supplies at the ready.
Supplies and medical attention are available to you, Commander. Please, proceed.
Are you in need of any weapons, armor, or other supplies? The presiding bishop foresaw this. We are most grateful for your role in reconciling Auntie's Choice and the Order. Please, take what you require. The presiding bishop herself has arrived and eagerly anticipates further orders. May the numbers guide you.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments. Any injuries you may have sustained appear to be mild. Perhaps the worst of it is all in your mind? Any treatments or supplies you may require are complimentary at the request of our presiding bishop.
Step up and take a gander. I've got armor in all shapes and sizes for all occasions, especially this one. Such a moment calls for a once-in-a-lifetime deal, wouldn't you say? Go on, take anything you need from the stockpile. Auntie is graciously covering the bill. Remember us in the future when you're out trading bullets.
Hello. Tell me, do you feel as terrible as you look? Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can usually buy. I say usually because Auntie has declared a rare exception for you. Our esteemed accomplice, just for you, will cure all physical ailments on the house. Today only. No catch. Well, technically I'm barred from practicing medicine in Arcadia. Auntie herself reversed the ban since we're on a mission outside official jurisdiction. It's all a technicality. I have been fully certified by the finest. Well, no time for explanations. Do you want my help or not?
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
Well, the ship doesn't look at all intimidating up close. Though, I got my questions about that rover they're sending down.
Standing by to stupefy. Corporification in progress. Locking them down. Brass raring to go.
Refilling my weapon.
Mess me. You got the claw crabble claws angry. They're benumbed. Energy transmitter active. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. Breaking them, locking them down.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Go for torpification.
Maintaining perfection.
Ugh. Couldn't the rift have brought back some janitor mechs instead?
Help you with something? Ceasing my aimless wandering.
Torpification in progress. They're benumbed.
Explosion imminent!
Torpificator.
Popping my claw.
Energy transmitter deployed for battlefield recharging. Mitigating the threat. Taking the fight out of them.
Mobility interrupted.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Mitigating the threat. Locking them down.
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining.
Transmitter down over here.
Status. Currently prostrate. N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized. Proceeding to attack. Torpificator is charged.
Craft is ready, and frankly, pissed off.
They're benumbed. Torpification in progress. Go for torpification. Mobilizing.
Whoa, that ain't a normal rift. Normal as they can be, anyhow. Is that plasma in its orbit? It'll take some doing to get past it. We ought to have a look around.
This is Scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Council. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
Well, at least we can treat his utter and complete failure as a lesson. We ought to look around for a different equation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all rather intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations! We have successfully cracked a difficult equation.
Reckon we can input this equation in that terminal we found.
Orders! Misunderstood!
Hostile in proximity.
Investigating hostile intentions. All charged up. Bit far off, Commander.
Moving to safety!
Trust the plan. Filling my weapon.
This is the Sovereign's office, ain't it? It reeks of overcompensating.
The Sovereign was doing calculations here? Never struck me as being mathematically inclined.
Wow. And this fool had people hanging on his every word? Great. Now we can get through the chamber. And we won't expire immediately like our friend here.
Observations in the laboratory? Our projections are off by orders of magnitude.
Sovereign, save us. Montserrat's hypothesis was correct all along. The results from the experiments were faulty. Capture the readings. We'll let the blame settle as it lies.
Data retrieval complete. Let us hope the others return shortly.
Hope you don't expect me to feel sorry for Auntie Cleo just because she's a head in a jar. Just confirm she was literally a heartless monster all along.